Everybody with the wrestle track. So he used to hear with David Burton. First of all, let's get this out the way. However you feel about him, good, bad, negative, whatever, the good, the bad, the ugly, however you feel about him, our condolences to the family of O.J. Simpson. The, Now, however you feel about O.J., how you feel about him, quite frankly, I believe he didn't do it. But that's the story of the time.
I mean, a story for another time.
Yeah. I just say that. That's the story of a different time. Anyway, all right, let's get to it here. We're going to start with. What we start with, man? Let's start with Hall of Fame. Uh, like, bro, I thought it was cool, man. Hall of Fame,
I thought it was good too. I liked it.
a little bit longer, you know.
Yeah, it did go longer than expected. I admit that.
It went, this
Because
is
I saw when it started, and then I was looking at the time. I was like, wait a minute. This is going on a little bit longer than expected.
we tried to book a show right after the Hall of Fame, and I'm pushing it back further and further because things is going longer. And when we did the show, the sound was too low, so I had to cancel it. But man, I thought it was cool. Paul Heyman got his just dude finally in the Hall of Fame. Long time coming. I will also have half of my wish list. Every year I have a wish list. Half of them has come true. Muhammad Ali's in the Hall of Fame. Paul Heyman's in the Hall of Fame. So half of my dream, my wishes in the Hall of Fame every year comes true.
Well, eventually, somebody's going to go in.
Yeah,
But yeah, I thought it was nice.
that's it. And if you didn't catch it in his speech. Thunderbolt Patterson he's actually a pastor nowadays. In case you didn't catch that in the speech.
Yes, the 82-year-old. Talking about Thunderbolt Patterson reminded me of our last conversation. And you was like, wait a minute, is he alive? I was like, yeah, he's alive. He's 82 years old.
Mm-hmm. I thought like he passed like we were doing the posthumous thing. Turns out he's alive and well.
Yeah. The look on your reaction was pretty priceless. You was like, wait, what? He's alive? I was like, yeah, he's alive. He's 82 years old.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Of course, his knees ain't so bad. He's confined to a wheelchair. He can stand and he can walk, but only for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Because his knees are so bad.
Uh,
And the guy that currently is a pastor.
I don't think nobody told him like when they got they put in all the fame that this is a wrestling awards ceremony. They almost think it's a church.
He knew. I just think he went a little bit overboard with the pastor stuff.
Yeah. That man took us to church, man. I'm like, bro, you do know this is a wrestling event, right? And look, I ain't got a problem with somebody mentioning the Lord in this speech. I got no problem with that. But mention the Lord and let's move on. Don't preach your whole sermon. Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
I gotta before we get too far along, I gotta jump across the AEW real quick and address the elephant in the room. AEW does it again. See, this is why Tony Khan does not know what he's doing. One of the biggest mistakes he made was to air that backstage thing between Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, and CM Punk. You don't do stuff like that. You don't air stuff like that on television. Bad move. Very, very bad move. And I agree with everybody that was a huge mishap. Should have never done that.
Mm.
Bad move. Very bad move. And to Punk's credit, if you saw his interview, everything he said happened in that video.
Yes, indeed.
Bad move. Do I think that's gonna hurt AEW? Yes. But damn, dude, like, why do you keep making stupid mistakes like that? It's just a bad move. Very, very bad move on AEW's part.
Mm-hmm.
Big bad move. Speaking of moves, gotta talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling and their upcoming pay-per-view, which is actually tomorrow, by the way, in Chicago, Punk's hometown, Windy City Riot. Is tomorrow night
So
on pay-per-view.
tomorrow night on American Soul, right?
Yes,
All right.
in Japanese soil as well.
I'm about to say, last time I got excited for the New Japan pay per view, I was getting ready for it, and it turns out I missed it.
Yeah, the show is going to take. Well, the good thing is that they're going by our time since the show's being done here in the States.
Cool.
Now it's going to be done in Chicago, and here's some of the matches that's been announced. John Moxley, who's going to attempt to make history. He's going to face Tatsuya Naito for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And here's the part where he attempts to make history. If John Moxley, and that's if John Moxley wins, he will be the first person to hold the WWE Championship, the AEW World Championship, and of course the IWGP Championship.
Mm.
That's if he can win tomorrow night. Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, will defend the IWGP Global Championship against Tomohiro Ishii. Matt Riddle will defend the IWGP Television Championship against Zack Sabre Jr. Hiromu Takahashi will face Mustafa Ali. Shooter Umino will take on Jungle Boy Jack Perry. A fatal four-way for the strong open-weight tag team titles. The Gorillas of Destiny will face TMDK, Fred Rosser, and Tom Lawler, and the West Coast Wrecking Crew. Oh, wait a minute. And Stephanie Valcour will face Azam for the Strong Women's Openweight Championship. They got an amazing card so far.
Well, what's the time for the pay per view?
Um, last time I checked, I believe it was 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And hold on. Oh no, wait. Yes, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. And they do have a pre-show that starts at 7.
And of course, if you can't afford pay per view, you're gonna watch wrestling.ae.
I was just on that site, and it still works very well. I know there was a brief period where it was messing up, but it looks like everything's pretty much back to normal.
It's it. You go to watch wrestling.ae, watch pro wrestling.co, I believe.
Yes, that's another good one that works very well. I had to watch WrestleMania on that.
You can watch. You didn't watch on Peacock.
No, it was too many people on Peacock, so I
Ah,
just
my
saw
bad, my
that.
bad. Apologize, that's my bad.
No, it was alright. I was home, so I got to watch it on my laptop. I don't really like using it on my phone because it messes up. So it works better when I'm on my laptop computer.
Yeah. Speaking of
I'm
rest,
talking about the website, not Peacock.
yeah. Speaking of WrestleMania, man.
That was an amazing WrestleMania.
Oh
That
yeah.
was good. It's funny. I was just telling somebody this yesterday. I was like, have you noticed Like every 10 years they do a WrestleMania. Those WrestleManias turn out good. Like WrestleMania 20 was good. WrestleMania 30 was good. WrestleMania 40 was good. Personally, I think 40 was better than 30, but that's a story for another time. The only one I thought that wasn't good was 10. I'm not going to count one because I'm going to give that a pass. That was the first one. But I thought all of them were good, with the exception of 10. 10 was not a good WrestleMania.
You
10
saying
was.
the WrestleManias in between are like blah?
No, 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 no. I'm not saying that. I'm just
Uh,
pointing out, you know, the every 10 years. I'm only talking about those.
I got you. Okay.
I find it, I think it's interesting that all those WrestleManias are good. Again, I'm not going to count the first one because I'm going to give that a pass. The only one that wasn't good was 10. Now, to be honest, 10 was pretty much a two-match show. It really was. That Shawn Michaels Razor Ramon ladder match, and of course the opening match with Bret and Owen. After that, that's pretty much it. The rest of the show is just blah. But yeah, that was a two-match WrestleMania.
Mm,
It wasn't good.
gotcha.
Now, I can only imagine how 50 is going to be. But yeah, WrestleMania 40 was really good.
Other than like night one, the crowd was a little bit still because it's cold as hell, man.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad for the crowd and the commentators. The wrestlers were fine because it was underneath all those bright lights.
Hmm.
And those lights were keeping them warm. And trust me, I know what those lights feel like because they are pretty damn hot.
Yeah, it was.
Because somebody was asking me, like, how are these guys not cold? Well, that's because they're underneath all those lights, and those lights are hot, and they're keeping them warm.
And the first like night one, we had 72,000. Pull a card here up. Uh,
They had over 100,000 people combined for both nights.
WrestleMania 40. Okay, so WrestleMania 40. The first night we had 72,543. The second night 72,755. Combined, like you said, 1,000.
Oh,
Yeah, you go.
145,000.
My math sucks. I noticed something every year at WrestleMania. We always have 70,000 whatever.
No, not always, but they do that on purpose. They like to go to these big stadiums.
Yeah.
I think that rubbed off on Triple H because Vince got obsessed with these stadium shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was even putting their less popular pay-per-views in stadiums. I'm like, what are you doing?
Mm.
Because I think he originally wanted to put Money in the Bank last year when it was in London. It was originally supposed to be in a stadium, not Wembley Stadium, but a different stadium outside of that. And at the last minute, somebody got in Vince's ear and told him to change his mind. Like, this is not WrestleMania, and this is not SummerSlam. Like, stop. Like, don't embarrass us. Every show, every pay per view does not need to be in a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't be like AEW and start booking these large arenas, and then the crowd looks terrible. And AEW needs to start doing smaller venues.
Yeah. So night one, we have here night one. Rhea Ripley retain her women's championship against Becky Lynch. 8 Town Down Under SmackDown Tag Champions. Awesome Truth Raw Tag Team Champions. We split
They
the titles.
separated the belts finally.
Yeah, for how long though? God forbid we do
No,
unification match and you try to do.
I think it's going to stay that way.
We gonna
Now,
see.
I just wish they stopped doing the draft because it's pointless. Everybody keeps going on both shows. Stop doing that shit. It's pointless.
We gonna see, y'all. Rey Mysterio. I'm not gonna name the other teams. Rey Mysterio and Andrade defeated Santa Escobar and Dirty Dominic. With the help of some Eagles, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Uso defeated Jimmy Uso. Jay Cargill, Bianca Belair, Naomi defeated Damage Control. Dakota Kai, Oscar, Kerry Zane. Sami Zayn is your new Intercontinental Champion. Defeated Gunther with the Intercontinental title. The Bloodline, Night 1, defeated Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. We're going to come back to that in just a second. There's more. Drew McIntyre.
Night 2, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Drew McIntyre defeated Seth Rollins for the World Championship, but hang on a second. It only lasts 9 seconds. I believe 9 seconds. The Damian Priest cashes in finally and wins your World Championship. The World Champion is Damian Priest. The Pride, the Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford defeated the Final Testament, Akemp, Razor, and Karrion Kross with that damn Dudley, Bubba Ray Dudley, as referee, Uncle Snoop on commentary.
Yeah, we saw Snoop twice at WrestleMania. That was cool.
LA Knight defeated AJ Styles, Logan Paul, obviously, because he's dream promoting the show. Dream promotes the show, obviously. Retaining the championship against Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, the United States Championship. Bayley won the Women's Championship against Io Sky. And yes, Cody finished the damn story. Cody Rhodes defeated Roman Reigns.
You almost said Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Seth Rollins interfered. The Rock interfered. John Cena and Undertaker showed up.
That was cool.
Solo kept out lip. I'm mad Solo. Night 1, we didn't see him all damn night. What the hell were you at?
I laughed at Seth Rollins because he came out in Shield gear and did the whole Shield entrance and did nothing. He got his ass kicked before he could even do anything. I was like, that's sad.
I'm like, what the hell was Solo Night 1?
Who knows? You know, speaking of Night 1, I gotta be honest. I was expecting the Jimmy versus Jay Uso match to go long. It was actually pretty short. They went a little over 11 minutes.
Yes, sir. Roman Reigns is gonna take time off, but we're gonna fix a few things. By the way, Roman Reigns is still suffering from leukemia. He's in remission, but he's still dealing with leukemia.
He needs to take some time off and let that cancer cool down.
And by the way, that's not a storyline. He really is dealing with leukemia.
Yes. And of course, The Rock is going away, which he revealed on Raw. He's like, I have to go away for a little while, and I will be back. Of course, The Rock is going to do another movie, and he also owns the XFL, so he has to take care of those two things.
But the question is, what the hell did The Rock put in Cody Rhodes' hands?
Probably one of those watches Cody got. Most likely, I think it's one of those.
If it ever be revealed, that'd be interesting. The next time we come to you on pay-per-view, we're gonna be in Lyon, France. Backlash.
Backlash.
At LDLC Arena in Lyon, Lyon Metropolis, France.
Let's not forget, oh my God, the King of the Ring is the pay-per-view after. That will be in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Yes, sir.
Which is after Backlash on Saturday, May 25th, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Both King and Queen of the Ring. Of course, Zelina Vega was the first Queen of the Ring. Xavier Woods was the last person to be the King of the Ring. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they do something with the winners, unlike the last 2 times they did.
I remember one time, like back 2002, We ditched the coronation thing, and the winner of the King of the Ring gets a title shot.
Oh yeah, that's when Brock Lesnar won, and he would go on to beat The Rock at SummerSlam and win his first world title. Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Let's not forget NXT's Battleground, which is June 9th, by the way.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. SmackDown. It will be in Jeddah. Mid May? Early to mid May?
No, they're going to be in Jeddah the night before.
Yeah.
The King and Queen of the Ring.
All right. May 24th. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're going to be doing their second Clash at the Castle, which is going to be on the 15th of June.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be in Cardiff, Wales, like it was last time. It will be in Glasgow, Scotland.
At the OVO Hydro Arena.
Yes. So this will not be a stadium show, unlike the other Clash at the Castle.
Mm-hmm.
14,000 people this venue seats. So it's pretty small.
Yeah.
It's a small venue. 14,000. That's really small compared to the last Clash at the Castle in Wales. Yeah, they got several pay-per-views in out of the country. Let's not forget about Bash in Berlin. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's in, I think, July, if my memory is correct. Wait, let me see if I can find it. I do believe it's in July. Let me see. So you got Backlash, you got Clash at the Castle, and you got Bash at Berlin. It's in August. August 31st. Berlin, Germany. At the Uber Arena. So you got Clash at the Castle, Bash in Berlin, Backlash, King and Queen of the Ring. So that's already a total of 4 pay-per-views outside of the country.
Yeah.
And don't know if you heard, but this year's SummerSlam will be in Cleveland, Ohio, hometown of The Miz. It's going to take place at the Cleveland Browns Stadium.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Now, this stadium seats less than 70,000. But it can go up to 70,000 depending on the show. But yeah, Cleveland Browns Stadium is going to host SummerSlam this year. And I believe this will be the 5th consecutive year SummerSlam is going to take place at a stadium. Oh, this is going to be very, very interesting. Yep, WWE is going to be all. I'm curious to know why they're doing so many pay-per-views outside of the country.
Well, hello, it's in the name. World Wrestling Entertainment. It's in the damn name.
But they've never done anything like that before.
Mm.
I mean, they've done 1, maybe 2, but 5? That's a first. That's a first. And Sheamus was getting set to return to the company after being injured. He's been out of action since September. And Carmella was getting set to return. Of course, she wasn't injured. She was on maternity leave, having a baby. Carmella. Somebody else had a baby. I'm trying to remember who it was.
I guarantee. I bet they're all WrestleMania babies too.
I think so.
All them WrestleMania babies.
Oh, that's who it was. Alexa Bliss.
All these WrestleMania babies around here.
Yeah, she's getting set to also return. She had to take time off due to pregnancy as well. It's interesting because they both got pregnant around the same time.
Mm.
But Carmella is, no, not Carmella, Alexa Bliss is seen on the Bray Wyatt documentary. But yeah, they're both getting set to return. Sheamus is getting set to return. It's going to be cool to see Sheamus again. But looks like the Brawling Brutes are officially history. Um, Pete Dunne is no longer Butch. He's Pete Dunne again. And Rich Holland has been sent to NXT. And now they're doing the draft again, which I still say is pointless.
Well, not even forced it this time.
Because everybody is still going on both shows, so it's just pointless.
I expect Nick Aldis to put his foot down and let's enforce the thing.
Keep your SmackDown guys on SmackDown. Keep your Raw guys on Raw. And keep your NXT guys on NXT. If they can do it that way, then it'll make sense. But they haven't been doing that in years, so it's just pointless. Mm-hmm. I don't even watch the damn thing because it's pointless. And of course, NXT will be involved in the draft. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with the champions along the way. The NXT champions. Should a champion get drafted? It was also revealed that everybody, I'm an idiot for saying that, everybody's eligible to be drafted. Mm-hmm. So I just remembered about the champions. So remember recently, if you're a champion and you get drafted over, they swap the titles. So I think they're going to stay with that. If that happens again. Yeah. Remember, we seen that with the New Day and the Street Profits. They had to swipe titles. The Street Profits were the Raw Tag Champs, and New Day were the SmackDown Tag Champs, and they had to swap. So the New Day would end up being the Raw Champs, and the Street Profits would be the SmackDown Champs, and then the last draft, Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch had to swap titles.
So what happens in the draft? Somebody's overlooked. What happens to that person?
Everybody, well, I know the draft continues on the WWE site, the app. So pretty much nobody's overlooked. Everybody's eligible to be drafted.
Last time we did that, what you call it? He got kids. What's his name? He got kids.
Oh,
He's Slater. He was sitting there waiting to be drafted. Nobody picked him. They turned the lights out in the arena.
Yeah. He was like, I got kids, man. Nobody drafted me. It was like, well, I do give Shane McMahon credit, though. Mm-hmm. If he went and told Shane McMahon the situation, and Shane was like, I'll tell you what, I'll give you an opportunity. You find yourself a partner, I'll let you into the SmackDown Tag Team Title Tournament. And if you and your partner win, you'll have a job. But if you and your partner lose, you're out of here. And Heath Slater had no choice but to accept. Of course, Heath Slater would end up getting Rhino as a tag team partner, and they would go on to win the tournament and become the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
Of course, they would also win the tag team titles together in TNA, but.
And also, free agents like Brock Lesnar. Well, if Brock Lesnar come back by then.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yeah. Free agents are
he's still under contract.
Yeah. free agents like Brock Lesnar, John Cena, that they can float between Raw and SmackDown till they decide.
Yeah, and let's not forget Omos, who's also a free agent. He was both on Raw and SmackDown last week. Of course, he only wrestled on SmackDown despite being on Raw. He didn't do anything but sit in the background. I actually thought he was going to win the damn Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but Bronson Reed would go on and win the thing.
Mm.
And he issued a challenge to the winner of the Sami Zayn Chad Gable match. It's like, whichever one of y'all win that match, I'm next. As if Gunther doesn't have to say anything about it. Of course, Gunther didn't appear. And Roman Reigns, man. Roman's like, I'm going home. I was telling this to somebody. Since I gotta mention this, a new member of the Bloodline had recently signed with WWE 2 weeks ago. Well, actually, that's not true. He signed on the 1st of February.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Fatu, the son of the Tonga Kid, aka Tom of the Islanders. He's a member of a bloodline, a member of the Anawahi family. And I said to myself, you know, it'd be something if Cody lost because he makes his debut, interferes in a match, and help Roman wins. Now we got a new member of a bloodline.
Yeah, it didn't go down like that, but
I know,
we'll
but
see.
I just threw that out there. But man, that would have been something. What a way to make a debut, right?
Yeah.
I would have considered doing that though. Just have him finish the story at another show, just not at WrestleMania. It's like you gotta add more to this bloodline thing.
Friday gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, right? You got a New Japan pay-per-view, you got Rampage, and you have SmackDown.
Especially SmackDown gonna be really interesting on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, it's the post-WrestleMania SmackDown. Now, if Raw was as interesting, I can only imagine how interesting SmackDown's gonna be. And I gotta give all Truth credit, man. He had a plan.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, you got a tag team partner, a partner we can't see. It was like, you know what? Whether your partner shows up or not, it's gonna be a handicap match. He's like supposed to be a 6-man tag. And it was like, whether you guys have a partner or not, at the end of the day, it's going to be a handicap match. So they have the match. Halfway through the match, the mystery partner is John Cena. That was shocking. I didn't expect Cena to show up. Even Miz was surprised. Miz actually didn't trust our Truth at first. He's like, what do you mean we got a mystery partner? He was like, is it Little Jimmy? He was like, it's not Little Jimmy. I actually have a mystery partner for us.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing was funny.
Yeah.
Then I was watching on the WWE app, and just before they came out, Miz is like, where's, the mystery partner? We're next, and there's no guy. Truth was like, don't worry, he'll be here. It's like, we're going to go out there, we're going to have the match, and I guarantee you he's going to be here. And sure enough, in the middle of the match, when it looked like Truth and Miz were about to lose, here comes John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
And John Cena and Awesome Truth beat the Judgment Day. I was surprised to see Cena at Mania. I was like, oh, he's going after Solo. I liked how The Rock quickly he quickly made quick work of John Cena.
Oh yeah.
Before Cena can even do anything, Rock put him down with a rock bottom. He, I liked how Cody lost at night one and then won at night two.
Oh yeah. See me up. Yeah.
I think it would have been a little overkill if Cody won both matches both nights. I mean, that's just me. I thought it was better. So yeah, yeah,
Everybody wanted Austin, but he had nothing to do with the thing. Take it neither, but it's still.
that's a good point. Then again, sometimes you can't always get what you want. And then again, Steve Austin probably had better things to do with his time than interfere in a Cody match. I'm just saying. He's like, you want me to do what? Like, you want me to leave my ranch in Texas and fly all the way to Philadelphia? I'm good.
Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna add something here. We have I was gonna say that, but uh, I need to change. I need to change the code on WrestleTracks on WrestleTracks.net. I renewed the site is renewed. I need to change the code, the promo code when you shop with us. Uh, since Mother's Day is around the corner, I'll come up with something for that.
Yes, it is.
But till then, hang on a second, pull this up right here.
Mother's Day is quickly approaching.
You know what? I figured this out as 32, 31 years as a son. I finally figured it out. On Mother's Day, your mama really, what she really want is absolute silence. Just shut the hell up. Everybody shut the hell up. That's what she really want. She don't want to do shit. You feel me? She want me in the bed, not doing a damn thing. She chilling. That's what mamas really want Mother's Day.
They want peace and quiet after years and years and years of noise. They want peace and quiet.
But until then, this is what you get. Restaurant is brought to you by Back of Deliveries and More LLC. They put the D in delivery. You have a CDL license. You can drive trucks. You want more information? Call 888-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. We got backup.com for more information. I'm working on the I need to go ahead and do it. I'm lagging for some reason. Work on a new code. I guess I'll use Mother's Day or something. RealTracks.net. I'll give you 20% off at RealTracks.net. Use the code mom something at RealTracks.net. I'll come up with that later. So
I gotta say, I was surprised Rhea Ripley won. I fully was expecting Becky Lynch to beat Rhea Ripley and walk out of WrestleMania the new Women's World Champion, but I was I was surprised when she lost.
yeah, usually yeah.
When that belt, I was expecting her to kick out of that last Riptide. I was like, what? It's over.
Poor Becky, she had fever and all that stuff.
If that's true, I don't know, but if that wasn't true, that was pretty damn amazing.
She ain't nobody faking the fever, bro.
But they've done it before in the storyline, so.
I mean, you sick, you sick. She just pushed through it.
I mean, I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm sure it has.
Mm-hmm.
They've done that to further a match and further a storyline to get sympathy for that particular wrestler. So that's all I'm saying. It could be true. Then again, it may not be true. That's all I'm saying. But I'm positive. I know for a fact that those things have happened. Some guys and girls have gone out and performed while being sick. More power to them.
Yeah.
Same thing with injuries. More power to him. But yeah, everybody's different. Now, I don't know. That type of stuff is tricky. You going out there and you're wrestling and you're sick. That's like if I was Rhea Ripley and somebody was like, "Okay, you got Becky Lynch, but you got a problem. It's a problem. She's sick,
Yeah.
and you want me to work with her and potentially get sick." I don't think I can do that.
That reminds me of Ali. Back in Rumble leading up to the Rumble the Jungle match. It's supposed to be September or something.
George Foreman.
Yeah, it's supposed to be September. Foreman got injured in training. They pushed it back to October. Yeah, it was like
yeah, but I think Ali got sick over there too.
Yeah, you in a whole different climate. You in a different country, different atmosphere, different climate. I understand that.
Well, I think that was a blessing in disguise because I do remember hearing George Foreman being injured while training and then Ali getting sick. So they pushed the fight back for two reasons, not just one.
Yeah.
So, as some people would say, I guess that's a blessing in disguise because they both had something happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's when you hear stuff like that, that makes a person not want to go over there.
Man, I remember. Not remember. I wasn't even born yet. The whole country was like Ali was like the champion was George Foreman. He was the underdog. Everybody was like Ali Boumaier. It means Ali kill him, and like yeah, the whole country supported Ali. That reminds me of last year, Clash at the Castle. Roman Reigns on the island by himself, or so we thought.
Yeah, solo. There was no Paul Heyman and no Usos, but Roman had a back pocket, and that was Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
There's too many bloodline members, man.
See, I told y'all, people don't understand how deep Samoan roots go, and yes, every last one of them are related, either through blood or marriage. They're all related. People don't understand how deep this thing goes.
Yeah, because imagine if they went that route and had like 20, 30 family members at that show at their WrestleMania. Roman would have never lost. It's like, you can bring a whole army, Cody. Still got more family members. You can bring your brother. You can bring DDP, who's close to your family. Still got family. You can bring Undertaker. You can bring John Cena. You can bring Stone Cold. There's still more of us.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Roman Reigns, we gonna take time off. We got to straighten some things out. Take time off. We got to go get in the lab and work on some stuff. And we back. I say around
Before SummerSlam.
No, I'll go further than that. If not SummerSlam, Survivor Series.
No, he ain't gonna be going out there long. I'll say SummerSlam. I'll be surprised if it's before that, but I'll say SummerSlam.
We got a lot of work to do. As far as Roman Reigns go, we got a lot of work to do.
Cody better enjoy his time as champion, and he says he's gonna be a fighting champion like Seth Rollins. This title reign is gonna be very interesting.
And I hope Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, I hope he doesn't do the open challenges because that's difficult because you don't know how to train when you don't know who you fighting.
Just ask Seth Rollins. He did a couple open challenges while he was world champion.
And like anybody gets the challenge, so it's hard to prepare in your training. It's hard to get ready because you don't know who you're fighting, so it's hard because you need to study their opponent's style. How you can't do that in an open challenge match. If anybody can answer it.
It's like you gotta find a way to win. Pretty much. That's what you gotta do when you are put with someone you never worked with before, especially in an open challenge, because anybody can walk out. I mean, a guy can be, 200 pounds heavier than you, 6 inches taller, 7 inches taller than you. You never know. Like, you gotta have the confidence in yourself, and I can believe I can beat no matter who walks out. Which is confidence in itself, which is fine. You're supposed to have confidence, but in that situation, you have to find a way to win.
Yeah.
Speaking of roles, Dustin had a good match with Samoa Joe on AEW. Fortunately, he didn't finish his story. Nice little joke there, but yeah, he wrestled Samoa Joe for the world title and came up short.
Well, I'll tell you, Samoa Joe never forget the name of Goldust.
That was a really good match, though. I didn't like the way that match ended, but it was good. The Swerve Strickland coming out and Samoa Joe using the title belt to win the match. A very good match with a shitty ending. That's another thing I don't like about pro wrestling. When a match is so damn good and then the ending of the match is terrible. I was like, a good match but a shitty ending. That I don't like.
Yeah.
It makes the match look bad, as good as the match was. Especially with those time limit draws. When you got another match that is so exceptional and then it has to be ruined by a time limit draw. Instead of having a decisive winner, you call it a draw? Nah. Never liked those. I don't like draws, period. I don't like him in the UFC. I don't like him in boxing. I damn sure don't like him in wrestling. I hate him. I hate draw. It takes away from him.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like him. It takes away from it, and it's pointless, so to speak. Never liked those things. Still don't.
Well,
it's like there's a very, very anticipated match that you've been waiting for. Then the match finally happens, and you want somebody to win, and then instead of you having your guy win, nobody wins at all. And then you're like, what the heck is this? It's BS, but it is what it is.
Yes, sir. Well, we're gonna go ahead and clock out for the night, y'all. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully I get David back on Thursday. By the way, I have a project called ASMR, like Bible ASMR, where I just read the word to you. To go to youtube.com, so it's in the word ASMR. Check it out. And we'll see you guys next time, everybody.
Yes, enjoy your wrestling tomorrow. New Japan's Windy City Riot on pay-per-view, SmackDown, and of course Rampage.
Loaded day Friday.
Yep.
Well, see you, everybody. Night.